Hey there, and happy Canada Day. As you can see, it's night by now. I actually worked all day today. I work Canada Day because basically I work in a business that deals with the United States a lot. So when the U.S. are getting ready to celebrate their July 4th weekend, and still on that, which is my, th- the first is my Canada Day, they're still calling me with their issues. So, yay! But I do have a long weekend. I get July 4th off. Today, guys, my good friend of mine from work, Jason, who I've mentioned in a few videos because you've seen the awesome stuff that I've gotten from him so far, actually had a bunch of things for me today. 17 to be exact. So we are going to go through 17 box sets, which is pretty amazing. One is actually a complete series. We'll check that out when I come back. Hey there, and before we actually get into the whole the box set extravaganza type thing, and I'm actually very excited about these. Uh, I just finished watching a movie with my better half. She's just gone to bed because she's not feeling well. She's been under the weather. She had to go to the doctor. So Canada, she spent 6 hours today in the hospital waiting to see a doctor. Uh, so yeah, it's been a bit of a stressful time. Now, I watched Jodorowsky's Dune, and I've been wanting to see it for a while. I've been told such great things about it, and I'm a huge fan of Jodorowsky, not just of his of the films, but of the stuff he's written, and stuff he did with Mobius, and just some incredible work. He's a great visionary and a great speaker. I've seen interviews with him before, and what he gets across there in that, like in the movies, movies that were doomed to never get made. Unfortunately, the greatest movie never made, I like to call it. That's what I hope sometimes when I'm talking to you guys, and we're talking here like one on one or however many is watching this in the same room at a time, that I can get across that some iota of that level of excitement that I feel towards like film and TV of the visual medium, and the things that really get me going. And hopefully, if it's not something that excites you as much, if that's not something, then maybe the next thing is, or maybe it'll spark something that'll make you either want to like go and check something out, buy something actually in physical media, uh, see a film, read a book, or make your own videos. There have been some amazing people that make videos on here that have inspired me, and that I hope to pass that on down and pay it forward to hopefully get other people that can be like inspired to do this stuff. And I'm an older hat at this now. I've been doing this for a while, and still, it's like yesterday. I'm just still in front of the camera, still, or very little editing, very gonzo, and very much right off the top of my head, and you can really tell that. But I see people that put together some amazing, incredible stuff, and just watch out for them. I mean, like, I'm not going to shout out anyone in particular today, and I'm going to tell you why, because I want you to explore and like just look at some of those smaller channels, those different things that are out there. My son right now is getting ready to go later on this year to Toronto Fan Expo, and my son wants to be a filmmaker, wants to be a writer and a director of film. So he's going to meet like people like Mark Hamill and stuff. They're just going to see, going to go see them, get the picture, all that stuff. Want to say something to them. So I'm like, as you go through those conventions, as you go through those like lines and stuff, and you go through Artist Alley, and you see like these independent comic books and these guys that you don't know that aren't names, that are putting off some pretty fantastic artwork. They're doing some pretty incredible stuff. They got like independent films. They have independent like comic books. There's like they're trying to hustle their wares across. Look, talk to those people, make connections with those people, because that person could be the person that you write with, or that adapts something that you've written into another format. That artist could be the person that storyboards the stuff that you do and helps you get across. The person can actually be someone that comes together with you to either make a comic or some other sort of graphic novel or some other sort of visual medium that gets your ideas that are in your head out there. And that's an amazing thing. I'm so excited that my son right now is up in Ontario with the opportunities. I miss him like crazy. Every day. I miss him. I get up and I miss him. And I go to bed and I miss him. But I talk to him. And he's got his girlfriend up there. And he's living this, like, he's starting this incredible life. And as a dad, I'm just so excited for him. I want the best for my son. It's like my youngest, Cass. She's going to grade 11. She wants to do linguistics, and she's amazing with Korean, and she picks up on languages like crazy. I'm so excited to see her like move like through the last couple years of high school and move on to university, and just to live out her dreams and to see like where it goes, where everything goes. Okay, I've talked a lot, and I'm going to get to the box sets now. I promise that's what you guys are here for. This talk stuff is hopefully just gravy, if you're interested in it. But I picked up 17 sets. Whatever picked them up. A good friend of mine from work was giving away a lot of his stuff because he's going into basically just streamlining it, mostly doing a lot of like stuff that he has like got a lot of stuff put onto. He owns it like through other formats. He got a lot of things that he basically ripped to his computer. Like he bought it legally, and some stuff he just got like he just wanted to streamline it down to like the what he considered the bare necessities of what he really wanted. And me as a collector and as a connoisseur of this stuff that wants to keep as much physical media as I can possibly keep and check it out, I'm always looking for that. So I'm always looking for donations, guys. Not gonna lie, because right now there's an Arrow sale going on even, and I'm out of it for this summer. There's a great Arrow sale. Check it out. Arrow's a great company. They do some great stuff. I'll be there for their November sale, but for their summer sale, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. My better half is going in about 12 days to Morocco. There have been some things come up in the family that have happened that I'm pretty much going to be tapped for a while. So this might be my last haul video for a while, unless I get something else somewhere. See, I always like to put something from my last video on there. But I'm excited about that. I'm excited to be able to review stuff for you guys, come on and do lists and come on and do a bunch of other things as well. So this may be my last haul for a little bit, and that's okay. So let's get to it. Let's see what I got, because what I got are box sets for shows. So basically, this is going to help me keep my sanity while my better half is gone for a month getting this stuff done. So first up, I had, it falls in my hands, season 1 of a little series on the Sci-Fi Network that I really do like. And unfortunately, it's canceled right now. It had 5 seasons altogether, and that was Warehouse 13. So if you haven't checked out the show, it really is kind of a fun show. A lot of the really, really cool sci-fi shows, I'm not going to lie, and it's not just because I am Canadian, are done in Canada. This has some great stuff on it. Again, we got I'm not sure how many episodes are in this one. So deleted scenes, gag reels, Saul searching, Saul Rubnik. I'm a really big fan of Saul Rubnik from way back, actually. The Old Curiosity Shop, Go Behind the Scenes, Where's 13, Artifacts, What's in the Shadows, episode commentaries with cast and crew, and sneak peek at Where's 13 Season 2. So all in all, for Season 1, I think it's maybe 10 episodes or something like that. I can't quite remember. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 episodes for the first season, so not bad. Really looking forward to actually checking the show out again. It's been a while since I've seen it. And Warehouse 13 Season 1. Predictably, I also got from him Warehouse 13 Season 2. First season is pretty good. Second season is when the series really starts to come into its own. I really do recommend checking it out if you haven't checked it out. And everybody's choice for Hack Slash Allison Scagliotti, I think her name is. We get like deleted scenes, gag reels, episode commentaries with crew and cast. We have video blogs, photo galleries, a thriller comedy. Cast and crew discuss the evolution of the show, expand the relationships with characters. A Stitch in Time, but their nemesis, the time traveling H.G. Wells. No, not that H.G. Wells, who's not all she appears to be. Designing the warehouse, and includes, well, the Eureka crossover episode, Crossing Over. So, let's see something here. So, Crossing Over. So, does that mean what I think it means? It does. So, this also has an episode of another one of my favorite Canadian sci-fi shows, Eureka, which if you never checked that out when it was on the air, you really should have, because it's a really, really good show. I also have here, guess what it is. Yeah, it is season 3 of Warehouse 13. Again, as a bonus holiday episode, like a lot of these shows, like Canadian type shows and sci-fi shows, some of these do like holiday episodes, kind of like, like Doctor Who does in a holiday episode. Warehouse 13 actually does have a holiday episode on here as well, from the year before, actually. We got some great guest stars here: Lindsay Wagner, Kate Mulgrew, Anthony Michael Hall. There's actually, they even did like an animated web series, and the whole 10-part web series is on here as well. It's called Monsters of Men, right? Yeah, Monsters of Men. Deleted scenes, cast commentaries, a bunch of stuff. So again, very cool, very well put together. And I also got, yes, I do, season 4 of Warehouse 13. This was the biggest season. It ran like 20 episodes. There is a 5th season. I don't have that, so you're not going to see me pull that next. The 5th season ran 6 episodes. I really would like to have it. He didn't have that one, unfortunately, but he had the first 4. It also has another web series that he did on here called Grand Designs. Apparently, it was a 10-part web series, but there's a bonus DVD chapter on that like animated web series on here as well. Again, 20 episodes, episode podcasts with cast and crew, deleted and extended scenes. As you can see, it's a much bigger set than the other ones. And again, we've got like Aaron Ashmore has actually become part of the cast that at that point was a favorite actor of mine. So there we go. That's our Warehouse 13 portion of it. Next up, I have season 1 of a show that I really do like, and that is Johnny Lee Miller and Lucy Liu, and of course you know what it is, Elementary. Season 1 of this, I love the show. Was a big fan of this going through. I didn't think I was going to be. I mean, I'm a really big fan of Sherlock, which is of course the British version of the series. So I didn't think like done in New York. They changed the. Didn't mind. I thought Lucy Liu would be amazing as Joan Watson. I never did that one, but I just wasn't sure. Johnny Miller was like, he had a very different look from what I expected for Sherlock Holmes, and I was totally wrong. He was amazing. I should have known, because I was a really big fan of Johnny Lee Miller's. Like, I've liked a lot of stuff he's done, and he's done a lot of like these smaller roles and like these other movies that didn't like cross over so well, that didn't do so well, that I actually really liked. Movies like Dracula 2000, Dracula 2000, 3000, don't remember now. And Mindhunter, stuff like that nobody else likes but me. But I just really, and he always stuck out. He's just one of those actors, and he just does an incredible role. He's really found his place here. He's really good friends actually with the guy that plays Sherlock, Benedict Cumberbatch. So it's kind of comical to see them actually in competing series, sort of. Well, this one's in the United States and that one's set there, so I don't guess they're really competing. I also grabbed, and there are 4 seasons of Elementary, by the way. From Elementary season 2. As you can see, this one is not even open. Again, I guess we get some more of Natalie Dormer, who played Irene Adler in the series. She was also, as of course, in Game of Thrones. And I'm not going to spoil anything there. Watch the season ender of the season. This is Game of Thrones one. But again, not open, and incredible. These are only 2 seasons he had. So I got a season 1 and season 2 of Elementary, 2 shows that I really look forward to rewatching again. I would definitely be buying the rest of the seasons of this. I love the fact that the guy from oh my god, I had the show. Where's it at? Oh man, I forgot right now. But I got it too. I got it here right in front of me somewhere. With the Dawson's Creek. It's killing me. It's a science fiction show. I watched all the way through. You guys are like scream the name out right now. Go ahead, scream it out because I don't Fringe, and I did see it over there. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't remember. But Fringe, he was the guy that was in Fringe. Is actually Sherlock's dad, and in this one right here, incredible. He's in season 3 though, and I don't have that season yet. So I'm gonna watch these two, and hopefully when I get more cash, I get season 3. Next up is 2 seasons of a series that I never seen. I didn't even know it existed, but I wanted to check it out. I like shows like Alias and stuff like that, like spy shows, action shows, and there was a couple of actors in this that I really liked. Now, Piper Perabo stars in this one here, Covert Affairs, and I don't remember the name of the film. If you do, go ahead, scream it out again. But it wasn't one of her big films. It was like a smaller film she did, where basically she plays this girl in this girls' school, and she's kind of in love with this other girl, and they have a relationship. They're together, and there's like a third roommate that comes in, and she kind of sees it. She's like gets the outsider perspective of this love, that's kind of forbidden love, and a lot happens. Anyway, look up the her. I wish I could remember the stuff. I'm not. I could like turn this off right now and just pretend, but I'm not going to. Not tonight. But she did a lot of stuff. She did Cowboy. She did a lot of different stuff. But she chose early in her career to do like a lot of like independent stuff as well. And then she said this show for some reason like spoke to her. She said, so I haven't seen it. It may be a great show, maybe an okay show. It also has Christopher Gorham, and Christopher Gorham, for the uninitiated, well, for some people he's from Ugly Betty. I didn't really watch a lot of the show, so I don't really know the characters as much. But I do know Harper's Island, which I loved, and he was killer in that. He plays like a blind character. This Peter Gallagher's in this, who's done so much stuff. He's been Law and Order, SVU recently. He did like so many different shows. Many people know him from the OC. Many people know him from like years back, but or like movies like Sex, Lies, and Videotape. But there's the cast right there. And again, we get like deleted scenes, gag reels, cast and crew commentaries, behind-the-scene featurettes. Something here for Christopher Gorham's character is blind, so they have kind of like a PSA there as well. Now, the thing I should mention here is that there's a ton of features on both seasons of Elementary. So there's like 6 seasons of 5-6 seasons of Covert Affairs, but again, he had the first 2. So I've got the second season as well, and really looking forward to checking this out because I've never seen it before. Don't know a lot about it. I do like the cast that's on here. 16 episodes of 4 discs, so like a lot of shows now don't have a lot of episodes. Like don't have like as many episodes as when I was like younger. They have like 22, 25 episodes. Even when my dad was younger, they had like an amazing amount. They're like 32 episodes, 52 episodes a season, stuff like that. That's why I see so many shows that are broken up. Now the remainder. Let's start. I'm a fan of the CSI shows, but there's one CSI show that I like more than others, and I'm going to tell you why right now. I'm a huge Gary Sinise mark. I'm a huge fan of Gary Sinise, and I'm a big fan. If you haven't seen Criminal Minds Beyond Borders, check it out. It's a really cool show. I really enjoyed it. I'll enjoy every episode of it this season. Some are stronger than others, but obviously you know what I'm going to put up here right now. What I consider to be the strongest of the CSI franchise. I really do, actually. I consider these strong. I think it's better than Miami. Definitely better than Cyber. And at times, when at its best, it's on par with, and for me, slightly above CSI. the original, because even though the original cast is great, CSI Las Vegas, the original CSI, would change cast a lot over the years. Like people would come and go, you would see them, but then again, it lasted a long time. Um, CSI in New York lasted for 9 seasons. Overall, though, the cast stayed pretty constant. Like there's people that came in that went out. There was like some great killers and stuff, but it lasted. So here I have season 1, the complete first season of CSI New York, and yes, it does have the crossover. I think the Miami episode, yeah, Miami. So that was done to actually get the show going. Next up, I have guess what it is. Season 2 of CSI Miami. Of course, we have Mac and Stella on the cover. There's a bunch of features on here as well. You know, season 2 ends with a bang, rolling with Jamalat. Top of the heap, cast and crew. Look at season 2. I'm really looking forward to watching these, by the way. And next up, I have season 3 of CSI New York. Again, just some incredible stuff. Audio commentary on 4 episodes. This is the season that had the Suicide Girls episode. I'm a really big fan of Suicide Girls. I'm not gonna lie, I do like that. Those guys. There's like a lot of actually cool ones in this one. I remember the 3rd season actually pretty well. This is the one with Joey Lawrence. Now, Joey Lawrence does an amazing job. You know the guy from Blossom? The guy that's like Melissa and Joey show. I've never seen it, but I've seen like things on TV and stuff. He's a really good bad guy. I really liked him in this, actually. I remember his character really well. He's like really tortured. He's like his victim. He's really kind of a cocky, arrogant type of bad guy, and he gave Mac a hell of a lot of trouble. A hell of a lot of trouble, even after his death. Which was, spoiler, but the sense of show's been for years. Chris Angel actually plays a really cool killer in this as well. Next up is, there's no like surprise here anymore, is there? Season 4 of CSI Miami. The whole cast is on the back, but Mac and Stella, of course, take up the front. Flake and Danny and all the guys on here, cool. Lindsay, Sheldon Hawk. Yeah, I'm a really big fan of the show, guys. It only has one audio commentary for this one on from Down the Rabbit Hole, which has a good episode. So it'll be interesting to see that commentary. There's a few different features on here. So, just so you can see. Next up is, and it's no surprise here, it is the 5th season of CSI, and I think this is actually the longest season. It's the 5th or 6th, is like 25 episodes. I'm pretty sure I watched, it's the 5th. Is that kind of like egocentric to have my self thing up there? That's actually, it's the 5th. It's actually just to promote my videos, and hopefully you'll like, share, subscribe type of thing. But yeah, this is the 100th episode on here. Of course, it's the 5th season. Nelly is in this in a few episodes. Ashley Simpson, we got Chris Doherty, Maroon 5. I'm pretty sure Rumor Willis is in this as well. Rumor Willis and Chris Doherty are in the 100th episode called My Name's Mac Taylor. I watched a lot of this show, so it was really super exciting for me to have this series. I would like to have the Miami one as well. I am a big fan of like shows like this. I like procedurals, and it's the 6th season of CSI New York. So Mac and Stella in different pose. It's going to change when we get season 7. Spoiler alert! I got season 7. So we got here like the CSI Miami, CSI crime scene crossover episode. So I think this was a season. I think this is a season where they did like the 3-part crossover that they could never do when William Peterson was there because he just wouldn't do it. But if I'm correct, that this one is the season that has this like kind of a 3-part crossover because the Ray Langston character comes in to take over and on the original CSI. I really never like warmed to Ray a lot until I was actually leaving the series. I did like DB in when he takes over, and I thought he was kind of a quirky character. Kind of need that playoff. I do like the actor, but that plays Ray Langston, but I just really didn't get into the character at all. But again, just another incredible season with a lot of great stuff in there. Next up, we have with season 6, right? These are in order. Season 7, and yep, this is when the Seattle Ward comes into the series. Some people took them a while to get used to her. I really kind of liked her. Pretty much right from the beginning. I didn't find her too hard to get into. We have some cool features on here. This is the season's got the Peter Fonda episode. So as you can see, that's streamlined this series down into still had a lot of really big, great episodes, but at this point they actually had put the series down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got to 6. So we're up to exit strategy. So 6 discs. So there's 6 discs in this one here, guys. I really like I didn't think I was going to because I like the big boxes, but I really dig these streamlined cases. The art is just so well done on these. Next up is, well, you know what's going to be, guys. It's season 8 of this series. Some decent features on here as well. New York Halloween, Flash to the Past. Man, I'm trying to remember which seasons are which now. But there was so much good stuff that came out of the show. So many great bad guys. I remember the 333 Stalker, the Cabbie Killer. I think those were in the same season too. Man, that was amazing. That was an amazing season. I think it was season 4. But there's so many great mysteries and great stories throughout this. I remember Clue CI or something like that. They did a Clue inspired episode. A killer was killing people with the board game Clue. So very cool. And last but definitely not least is the final season, CSI New York's very final season. And I am not even going to try it. I am super stoked to have this 5-disc, 17 episodes for the last season of CSI. And just wow. I love the way it ended. It has a crossover in Vina Veritas, which is a crossover with Las Vegas. So I got the whole... I got a DB episode here too, which makes me really stoked. They did a lot of cool crossovers in it. I think one of the seasons crossed over with Cold Case, but they didn't do I don't think the Cold Case episode was on that set. But overall, there we go, guys. 17 box sets. Incredible stuff. That good friend of mine was just nice enough to give to me, to actually donate to my collection here because I love film. I love this media. And I love being able to come on here in this forum and talking to you guys. When I do these videos here, when I trying to put the openings and try to put little extras in there for you. So, you knew CSI was probably going to be in here if you watch my videos, because you probably saw Mac Taylor when we're going through at the opening. I don't hide things too much in there. And even when I do my ending thing, if you watch through that and you're seeing the movies and stuff come across, it's usually a personal picture, something that's actually from my life that I like to put in there. Sometimes it's if my kids are here with me talking, maybe a candid photo of my kids just hanging out, but maybe a picture of me. One of my videos, I think I was just standing up in Ottawa looking around, and because I like to make this personal. I like for you guys not to just see that I'm a guy that collects movies and am very excited about it. I am. I mean, it's a passion of mine. It's something I love. It's something that, and I hope to God it's something that if you got something, whether it's movies or music or video games, whatever it is, whatever that passion is, man, just follow it and to let it make you feel the way that it makes me feel. If you ever watch me open up stuff, when I get something, it amazes me. A lot of the times it really does. It just blows my mind that this is out here, that in this day and age we can actually read the stuff. It's little Christmases for me. It's when times are like this, when times are harder, when family members are going through stuff. I had some yesterday that wasn't the best, and hopefully things are going to turn out okay. But somebody in my family, not my anybody that you've seen in my videos or heard, but a family member that means a lot to me is in the hospital and may be looking towards having a open heart surgery. So I'm not much of like a prayer guy or anything like that, but if you got any positive thoughts or vibes, please put them out there. It was a scary day. I got a message from my mom, and then I called my sister, and I left like my work and my lunch break, and I just like stood there and spoke to her, and I was like kind of in shock that some guy that was really important to me is now he's surgery. Hopefully, to hopefully be better. It's a very strong person, a strong male role model in my life, and it's different. But let's not leave on a sad note, because it's not, because he's a fighter, and hopefully next time that I mention this here on show, I'm telling you what an amazing recovery is going on. You guys watch, you're incredible to me. The comment, the like, means a lot. And in times like this, it really does mean a lot. But these things happen. This is what life is. Carpe diem. You don't know what your time is. You enjoy it. I see all these videos on here about like YouTube drama and all this stuff, and I mean, you don't have time. You really don't. This stuff here, that this is fun. Enjoy that. I mean, like if you collect movies or books, or you're part of the book tube or the blue tube or the DVD tube or whatever. I mean, like you just make movies. You want to be like my son. You want to make films. You want to make music. Do it. Don't like think and wonder what about. What if I like embarrass myself? What if this doesn't come out the way that I want to? I watched the movie today. I just mentioned it first in the video. Jodorowsky's Dune. Remember? It's that. It's never made, but it reached out and it touched and it influenced so many other things. I really do recommend the documentary. There is a friend of mine from England, Joe's House of Horrors, and he does some videos and he's made some like short films and that. And he wants to do film too, so he kind of reminds me. He's a young guy, kind of reminds me of my son. And they both, well, who knows, maybe someday in the future they'll be making something. They both are on that path. Maybe the paths will cross. And if you watch this, Joe, I recommend that movie to you. I think you'll get a lot out of it. And I think, yeah, all you guys will. Whether you want to make films or make music or just make tea, this is what it's all about. It can be a bumpy ride. There can be swerves and stops and obstacles that you don't expect. But it's amazing. It's the amazing time we live in. We can focus on the Brexits and all the negatives and all this stuff and the Trumps. Or we can overcome and we can rise up and we can take what's around us and make the best damn whatever we want to make out of it. And that's what I choose. And that's what I leave you guys with tonight. I choose to take whatever the harsh things that come my way are and make the best of me and the best of what I do here out of that. And that's what I hope you do. So if you sat through all those CSIs and my whole spiel, thank you so much. And for me right now, we all know what time it is. I need some more of that delicious nectar, the wonderful caffeine, or maybe it's later on night, so maybe I'll have an uncaffeinated. I do that sometimes. It's time for tea. If you've been watching my recent videos, you know that I usually do something at the end here, and I usually think of something while it's going through. Tonight I don't have a lot because I think I spoke mostly what I wanted to say through my heart uh, there at the end of the video. So what I'm going to leave you with is Happy Canada Day to all the people around that are here in Canada. Uh, and I want you to know, and I want you to know that when we say Canada Day and we say Canadians, that just doesn't mean somebody that was born here. That means the person that struggled to get here, that came here from some other country, that may be a second or third generation, that may have just got here, that may have just gone through some horrible, hard, rough times to reach here, and know that our doors and our arms are open to new Canadians. Canada's a melting pot of cultures, of religions, of ideals and ideologies. There is no one way to be Canadian. There's no be this way or leave type of thing. There's no this is Canada. This is Canada is a mixture of different races, different cultures, different people. And that's one of the things that most people here pride ourselves in. Everybody, every country has a crazies. So we're not immune to that. But overall, I have to say that, and hopefully this is a thought process thing that continues in a time when a lot of society has turned to more of a xenophobic type of way that our Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, and me and most people that I know welcome with open arms all that come, all that want to be Canadian. And say this: when you come, you bring your culture, you bring your ideas, your religions, your thoughts. You open up your things, your churches, your mosques, because that's how we truly learn. That's how we grow. You don't grow from pushing out, from drastically holding on to what you think, your idea of what a country, what a place should be. You learn from all these other people around you. I am lucky and blessed to have some really great friends that are from all over the world that have come here and congregated here. I'm in a relationship with my better half, who is from Morocco, much which I knew nothing about. I knew very little. I saw Casablanca. I saw, I saw films. But there, I guess I did have something to say after all, right? Happy Canada Day. And thank you guys, because I'm going to celebrate it in the very British Anglophobic way. Anglophobic. No, I'm not Anglophobic. What would the word be? Anglophile. That's the word I'm looking for. There we go. Oh man, you know I've been on it for too long. It's the heat. It's really crazy hot here. As you can see, there's a fan. I got it turned off so it will make noise while I'm making this video. But it is so going on as soon as this video is over. And this shirt that I'm wearing, only because I'm on this video here, and I don't want to scare you guys for life, goes off too. Thanks for watching, guys. For me right now, you know what time it is. Even though it's hot, it is still time for tea.